Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Kelly Schmalenberg Show. I am super excited to bring to you today's episode where we are just going to talk about it. Talk about it. This is the podcast where every conversation is welcome, any topic is welcome. We are going to be diving into some of the most incredible conversations. I've got some amazing guests line up for future episodes. I am organizing all of that and I'm really excited for it. So I cannot wait to continue to bring this to you, to share this with you and to grow and expand it in a way where it's a literal actual podcast rather than just me sitting here and riffing. And maybe that's what we're going to talk about today. I haven't really fully decided, but that's what we're going to talk about today. I think I would love to introduce myself first. My name is Kelly Schmalenberg. I am a women's empowerment and transformation coach. I help women to navigate through the trenches, through the goo of what a transformation is. I take you from caterpillar stage into becoming a butterfly over and over and over again with every single moment of your life. I fully believe in you. I fully believe in your power. And I fully believe that everything is possible when you really focus on combining and balancing the mind, the energetics, and strategy in order to build the life of your absolute freaking dreams. And so, one of the things that I've been doing recently is a self-love challenge, and I launched it a bit ago. It's a 21-day challenge, and we are on day 16 today. And honestly, I've been doing it over and over again. This is something that I do regularly, but I've been doing it in real time. And it has shifted so much for me in so many ways that my mind is blown right now. And so I feel like the messages that are coming through because of this have been so powerful and potent that no matter what I'm creating, it's bringing forward just such a magical energy with it. And so today's conversation, I don't know, like if we don't even have a topic picked for today because there's been a lot of chaos in my life lately. And I don't think I want to share all of it because I'm in some of it still. But I've been sharing a little bit on social media, and so I might as well just bring in the conversations that have been coming through for me and the lessons that have come through so far. But what's been happening is the city that I live in has been kind of underwater a few days over the past couple of weeks. We had two hurricane level rainfalls within 5 days. And that is unheard of in the area that I'm in. So we're not used to that type of weather. We're not prepared for that type of weather. And so a lot of flooding happened. A lot of houses got flooded. A lot of infrastructure was damaged. And it's just been kind of a chaos in the whole city. And the energy of chaos in the whole city can be felt. And I am very extremely sensitive to energies. And I think that's been really like such a big lesson for me in bubbling off my energy and realizing that space of what's mine and what's not. And so coming forward in this, like, again, this is a podcast where I'm bringing forward whatever conversation is meant to come through. And whenever I have guests on, we're going to dive into really unconventional topics, I think. I don't want this to be the type of podcast that has everything lined up perfectly or has the same old conversations that everybody has. I want this to bring forward thought. I want this to bring you into a space of questioning, questioning your existence, questioning your potential, questioning the path you've been on, questioning all of the desires that you've been walking towards, and allowing yourself that clarity and conviction in moving forward, in gaining the skills required, in gaining the mindset required, in gaining the strategies that are going to actually allow you to move the needle whether you're working on a personal project, whether you are in a business aspect, whether you are focusing on relationships. Like, I want this to be something that's going to land in every single area of your life to help you grow and expand as you move. Because isn't that what life is about? It's about learning the lessons, growing and evolving consistently over and over and over again. And so that's why I absolutely love my membership. It's called the Chrysalis, and it's ultimately the space where you get held in the goo phase of transformation because we all melt to goo when we're transforming. It's just part of the process. And so many people are so afraid of becoming goo. So many people are so afraid of the spaces of falling apart. So many people are afraid of the hard moments that take place before the successes, that take place before the results, that take place before the desired outcomes. And when we're avoiding getting into that goo, when we're avoiding actually not feeling that way, we're avoiding disappointment, we're avoiding pain, we're avoiding the growth, then a growth doesn't happen. The manifestations don't happen. The transformations don't happen because you're avoiding doing the work that it takes to get there. And so that is one of my specialties is really seeing the gaps of where you're stopping yourself, of where you're not moving through the muck of moving through those moments. And so, in this whole series, I don't know how long this is going to be on. I don't know how long it's going to be called the Kelly Schmalenberg Show. I don't know how many transformations this is going to go through, but this is literally stage one. This is literally me throwing anything that I know out and saying, just freaking go for it. I don't have it all together. I don't have it all together. And I think that's one of the most important things to bring forward because I have worked with mentors who on screen have it all together. And everybody's like, oh, their life is so easy. Oh, their life is so put together. Oh, they've got all the answers. And behind the scenes, it's chaos. Behind the scenes, it's insanity. Behind the scenes, it's scrambling to make things work. It's moving through the hard moments. It's healing, it's growing, it's navigating whatever's coming through. And then what is shared in the forefront is what everybody judges or bases their opinions on. And so for me, I really want to bring forward those behind the scenes conversations because every single person on the face of the earth goes through it. You are not special. You are not so special that your life is harder than anybody else's. Your circumstances might be different. Maybe it is in circumstantial ways harder. But what I have learned is to not compare circumstances, but feelings. Because your worst pain is your worst pain, and my worst pain is my worst pain. It doesn't matter what has happened. I'm not going to compare and be like, my situation was worse than yours, or your situation was worse than mine. I'm going to say it freaking hurts. It does. It really, really hurts when you feel your worst pain, when you feel really disappointed, when you are going through something that is like bringing you to the lowest of lows in your life from what you've experienced so far. We can relate in that. And so it works with joy too. Your highest of highs is a similar frequency to my highest of highs. And it doesn't matter what circumstance it is. Whether the highest of highs is because you're so much in love with your soulmate or because you've earned $10 million or $100 million or because you've earned $50,000 and you're so excited or if you know, got the TV that you've always wanted or you got engaged or you've been dreaming of having a certain pet for your entire life and that finally came true and you've got so much joy and so much love in your heart, no matter what the milestone, it doesn't matter. The feeling matters. And so while you're listening to this, I want to encourage you to just say, like, the circumstances don't matter. The situations don't matter. Everything is clean upable. Everything is figure outable. Everything is sortable. It doesn't matter. And even though it's hard in the moment, or even though it's intense in the moment, whether it's an intense excitement or an intense fear, why doesn't really matter, but what you do with it does. And so when I went to put this podcast together, I was so afraid. I don't even know why. I was just so afraid to share my voice, to share what this was, because I was like, how am I going to commit to showing up consistently when things in my life kept going crazy? And let me tell you, like my life tends to attract chaos. And for a long time, I avoided that. For a long time, I was like, I don't want to feel chaos. I don't like it. I don't want it. I can't, I don't want to handle it. Like I don't like this chaos here. I really don't. And so I was avoiding it. I was avoiding it. I was avoiding it. And it kept showing up. And then it wasn't until actually quite recently, like I would succeed and then chaos would happen and then I would like fall flat on my face, lose everything and have to rebuild. And recently I was like, why is this happening for me? Like what does this actually do for me if I'm avoiding it and it just keeps happening? So I started to face it and then I started to attract like the mentors and the programs and things that helped me uncover more of what that meant for me. And I was meant to embrace it, not avoid it. Because deep down, I was actually having a conversation with one of my mentors the other day about this. Deep down, I love the chaos. Like, there's something so incredibly exciting about not knowing what's going to happen next. There's something so incredibly, like, I don't even know the word to describe it. Like, I can feel it in my whole body. It's like a big, massive, kinky turn on. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's about not knowing. It's that fear mixed with excitement, mixed with it could really work out so well, or it could be totally catastrophic. And I'm excited to find out what happens. Like, I don't know. I know I'm not alone in this because my mentor said that she feels the same way too. Like, so there's got to be a few of us out there. And I don't know if that's you and you're hearing this, you're like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Oh my gosh, yes, you're so speaking to me. Then welcome to my world. Welcome to my party. I would love to talk to you more about helping you navigate through that. Um, and if you're just like, that sounds so incredibly weird, I invite you to use not chaos, but whatever it is that turns you on, whether it is ease or simplicity or flow or success or chaos or fear. Maybe it's fear. Fear shows up, or rock bottom, or whatever it is that shows up for you consistently. And it's just continuously showing up. And you keep trying to avoid it. You keep trying to push it away because it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be in your life. That's the one thing that maybe you need to embrace in order to actually move in a way that feels good. So when I was working on this podcast, I've had this concept for a podcast for years. Like I've been like, I want to launch a podcast. And I think I probably like 5 years, I'm like, I'm going to launch a podcast. And then I go, I don't know how. I want to launch a podcast. Oh, how do I keep it going for very long? I want to launch a podcast. What if nobody listens? I want to launch a podcast. What if I don't get any guests to come on? I want to launch a podcast. Wouldn't that be weird for me to just sit and talk by myself to people and have them want to listen? Come on. Like all of these things would keep popping up. And every time I'd go to do something, every time I'd go to research it, every time I'd go to look into how to launch a podcast, something would happen that would cause me to procrastinate or cause me to turn the other way or cause me to avoid getting into it. And I think it's because I was so afraid of what chaos would come from me just showing up and sharing this. But in reality, the worst case scenario is it doesn't work. It falls flat, it crashes, nobody listens, and it's all done. Bob's your uncle. But if this really works, if this really like blows up, like I have the opportunity to reach a mass amount of women, a mass amount of people, and change lives by bringing forward conversations that might be very uncomfortable, bringing forward conversations that other people are avoiding, bringing forward conversations that are going to make you think and question life in an entirety because you've been so conditioned to think one way. And I want to bring forward all of the ways of thinking because we are all different. We are all unique. We are all special in our own incredible way. You have gifts and talents that nobody else has. Nobody, not a single person has the exact same blueprint of energy, the exact same blueprint of personality and essence that you have. You are you. You are the only you. You are the only you on the face of the planet. And what has happened is we are so conditioned and so taught that we need to fit into a box, that we need to all be the same, that we need to all believe the same things, that we need to have the same opinions, that we need to talk the same way, that we need to learn the same way, that we need to be book smart or street smart or whatever, and you have to fit into a clique. But I don't want to click. Like, I guess this is probably why I don't really have a lot of deep, deep, deep friendships that have lasted for a very long time. Because when I was growing up, I was the floater friend. I was the one who went friend to friend to friend to friend to friend, and I got along with every single person. It wasn't even that I wasn't friends. I was like friends with everybody rather than just a few select people. And I do have some friends that I still talk to from my childhood, but none that are like, when you look online and you see that group of three friends who you had sleepovers with and you were close with too, but they get together year after year after year after year after year, and they're so incredibly close, like their families are families. And I don't have that. And that's okay. But it hurt me for a long time because I thought what was wrong with me. I thought it was something wrong with me. Part of the reason why is because I was a people pleaser for a very, very, very long time. And so that is something that I needed to heal. And now my deepest relationships are with women who like we don't have to talk every day. We don't have to do something together every day. And then when we talk, we have such a deep conversation of like meaning. Every relationship that I have in my life now means something. It's not just something that I have because I've had it for a long time. It's something that means something that I've chosen now and that I've built from the space of who I am today. And that means something. And so because I don't have like I've got acquaintances from my childhood, I've got some closer friends from my childhood, but none of that deep, like rooted attachment connection where it's a constant like tradition of being together every single year, doing things together all the time. And I think that's the way that it became because of my uniqueness, because of the fact that I never really fit in anywhere. I never believed I belonged anywhere because I have a different set of opinions and beliefs from a lot of people. I have a very unconventional way of wanting to do life. I have a very delusional mindset when it comes to what is possible for me. And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people look at you and go, what is wrong with you? Like what is wrong with you? And in reality, if you're feeling that way too, there's nothing wrong with you. You are just finally harnessing your free spirit. You're finally harnessing the truth of your soul, the truth of your spirit, the truth of your heart. And once you fully embrace that, and once you fully step into the power of that, and once you fully really move through what that means for you, the world looks different. The world feels different, and you will start to show up differently. And I didn't realize that was the turn this conversation was going to take, but I think that's so important. It's so important to hear that you are unique and you are perfect the way that you are. You are unique and you get to grow and evolve into who you want to be, not who the world thinks you should be, not who your family thinks you should be, not who your friend circle thinks you should be, not who you assume you should be based on what other people react when they see you. You get to be you. And this is the work that you get to do. This is the work that really matters is getting that clarity on who you actually are. And this is something that I bring forward all the time. This is something that I circle back to in most of my conversations because I feel that this is one of the most powerful things that you can really realize in your life is who are you and what do you want? And they seem like such simple questions, and yet they are the most uncomfortable questions to answer when you feel like you're supposed to want what everybody else wants, when you feel like you're supposed to be who everybody else wants you to be, when you feel like you don't fit in, when you feel like you don't belong, when you feel like there's something missing. Those questions can be the hardest questions you can answer in your entire life. And I'm telling you, like, it took me year after year after year after year after year after year of answering that question to get to where I am today. And I will still be asking myself that because there is still stuff to uncover. There will always be stuff to uncover. No matter what level you are at, there's going to be something new to uncover because you're going to reach a new, different level. And then you're going to realize, ooh, this is fun, but maybe it's not exactly where I want to be yet. And so the exciting piece of life is not necessarily what can I have for myself here? And it's not even necessarily what can I do in my time here? I think the most exciting part about life is what is the next version of myself that I'm going to discover? How much fun can I have while I peel back the layers of my truth? While I fully recognize the message of my soul, while I fully understand and learn to comprehend why I feel the way I feel, why I love the way I love, why I speak the way I speak, why I am the way I am. And we are spiritual beings living a human experience. And there's going to be a navigation of, is this my spirit or is this my human speaking? And we get to balance out both. We get to balance out both experiences and fall in love with the process all at the same time. This journey is such a powerful and like it's just such a powerful path that we get to choose to be on because we get to decide every single moment who we are, who we want to be. And the most powerful thing that I think that you can do, like this, in my opinion, I think the most powerful thing that we can do as humans is to figure out who we are in spirit, is to figure out who we are meant to be, and to shut off the noise around us and finally listen to the voice within, to finally listen to our heart, to finally listen to that child, the inner child that was suppressed for so long. You know, I look at my son and he is so expressive and his personality is just so incredible. And he is like, I'm telling you, he is the funniest little man in the world. Like I I look at him and I learn so much about me. And I learn so much about how much I have suppressed myself. I've suppressed my child, like how my childlike self, how much I've closed off. And even I have a massive imagination right now, and I am a daydreamer, and I have big dreams, and I have big goals, and I believe that anything is possible. And even still, I believe all of that. And I still have so much suppression of bringing forward my truth because of fear of judgment, because of fear of what other people are going to say, because of fear of the conditioning that was provided in my lifetime, the fear that I'm going to make somebody else uncomfortable by being myself, by being too much, by being everything that I'm meant to be, by being true to my desires. I get embarrassed. I get self-conscious when I'm trying to make content. I'm like, I want to make content and I see all these women stepping out and doing it in public, and then I go to do it in public and I'm like, ah, no, what if they think weirdly of me? These people don't even know me that I'm worried about. And that is not what I want my child to be like. That is not what I want him to ever think because when you were a kid, you had no fear. You had no idea that somebody might think that you are weird. The first thought in your mind when you went to do something wasn't, ooh, I wonder if somebody's going to see that. When you were a kid, you were like, I want to do this. I'm going to go do this. And you would go try and do it. Whether it was dangerous or not, you were just excited to go for it. You were excited to risk it because you didn't know any different. And then you were conditioned to hold yourself back. You were conditioned to question everything it from a standpoint of, will I be judged? Is this going to embarrass me? What if I mess up? What if I look bad? What if? But rather than all of that, what if you just let yourself go for it and be embarrassed? Who cares? Who cares what anyone else thinks about you going for your dreams? If somebody's going to judge you going after your dreams, it's because they don't believe that their dreams will ever come true. It's never about you. And yet we have been conditioned by society to believe that it is all about us, that is always our fault. It's our fault if somebody's uncomfortable. It's our fault if we believe something different. It's our fault if something happens to us. It's our fault. And especially as women, it's our fault for what we were wearing. Don't be too, don't be so prude. Don't be too modest. Don't be too hyper. Don't be too quiet. Don't be too much. Don't be too little. Don't weigh too much. Don't be too skinny. Don't be fat. Don't be skinny. Don't be in between. Don't be average. Be fit, but not too fit. Oh, you're too much of a crunchy mom. Oh, you're not taking care of your kid enough. Like, what is the point of labeling someone? What is the point of trying to please everyone if we will never, ever, ever please anyone? You'll never please anyone. So why not please yourself? I'm going to start closing this off because I could literally talk for hours and hours and hours. And I feel like this conversation is deep enough as it is to land in a way that's going to be powerful, deep enough to land for whoever it's meant to land for. And so I'm going to trust. I got the message to cut it off. And so I'm going to trust that we are cutting it off here with the final message of being, how can you bring more pleasure to yourself every single moment of every single day? How do you bring more love into your life? And when you start to say, what will they think? Shut that down. That's the only thing I'm going to encourage you to shut down. Don't shut down yourself. Shut down the fact that you're lying to yourself about the fact that people care. Nobody really cares about what you do. If you bug them, it's because there's something in themselves that they don't see possibility in, or it's an insecurity in themselves. Most people are really just worried about themselves. And so when you decide that you want to do something, I want you to pretend that you are 2 years old again. Go with the energy of, I am two, I am four, whatever. Say what you need to say. Dance in that puddle. Go hug that tree. Go run around in your backyard like nobody cares. Dance like nobody's watching. Sing like nobody can hear you. Laugh, 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 laugh like you are the funniest person on the face of the earth. Find the joy, the pleasure, the excitement in life and everything that's going sideways, any situation that's coming up for you, any moment that feels hard. Let it. Don't avoid it. Let it. Let it be what brings forward the lessons. Let it be what allows you to see your pleasure in the chaos, your pleasure in the fear, your pleasure in the sadness. There gets to be beauty and pleasure in every aspect of life. Even when it doesn't feel good, it can feel good. That's the duality of it. It gets to be present all the time. And it's all just a journey of navigating through those moments of questioning your conditioning, or is this reality? Is this my conditioning or is this me? Is this somebody else's energy or is this mine? Is this my chaos or is this theirs? Am I enjoying this? Am I capable of enjoying this? Even though it's hard, even though it's awful, even though it sucks like crazy, can I enjoy this? Can I find myself within this? Can I hold my power? Can I keep myself true to who I am, to my belief, to my standards, to my boundaries, to everything that makes me me? Can I stay true to myself no matter what? I hope you love this conversation. I'm excited to re-listen to it because I don't know exactly what I said, but I'm so excited. This feels so powerful. This feels so good. And I just want to send you so much love, no matter what you're going through. If you're feeling like you're in the hardest moment of your life so far, I'm sending you so much love. If you are handling something that feels very difficult or hard or heavy to handle, I am sending you so much love. If you are in one of your happiest moments ever of your life and you are succeeding beyond your wildest dreams, I am sending you so much love and celebration. Like, I am so grateful that this is going to reach people in all areas of their life, in all seasons of their lives, in every moment. And so you, whatever season you are in, I am celebrating you. Whatever season you are in, I am sending you love. Whatever season you are in, I see you, I feel you, I know you, I've got you, I see it. How amazing. If anything in here lands for you, please share in the comments. If from this conversation, you know that you're like, oh my gosh, Kelly, I want to work with you more. Like, I want to do something with you. You can follow me on social media at kelly.schmalenberg. You can send me a message. I've got a few spots for one-to-one work together. And no matter what, I feel everybody needs to be in the Chrysalis, my monthly membership. It is $88 a month at this moment. I can't guarantee that this will be forever, forever, forever. So if you're listening to this from years and years and years away from when I'm recording this, I can't guarantee that it will stay that price. But for now, that's what it is. But come in, it's a monthly membership where you can join and cancel at any point. You get weekly beautiful transmissions like this, audio messages in Telegram to deepen with processes to use to deepen in your understanding of yourself, of who you are, of the life you're living, of the choices you're making, and actually move through the navigation of the goo phase of your transformation. I hold you in the goo. I know the goo all too well, and I will help you through your goo so that you can reform into the beautiful butterfly you were always meant to be and you are becoming every single time, every single transition, every single season. It comes with this transformation process. And so I love the fact that the chrysalis holds you through that every time, time and time and time and time again. So again, come in for 1 month, come in for a lifetime. That is totally up to you. You also get access to all of the master classes that I've run in the past and future. They will all be held within that space, and you get all of the challenges that I do. You get extra goodies and freebies and all kinds of things when you join the Chrysalis membership, and it's just incredible. There is a VIP option as well with group coaching. So if that is something you're interested in, please let me know and I will get you the links to join. I can probably put it in the description as well. So maybe I'll try that. Again, I am still navigating all of this. I am still learning. I am still growing. I am still evolving. And I want to thank you. Thank you for being a part of the beginning of this with me. Thank you for being in the expansion of this with me. Thank you for being in the energy of it with me. And thank you for ultimately just being in this world with me. I am so grateful for the experience. I'm so grateful for choosing this kind of work, this life, this magic. And I cannot wait to see what this becomes for all of us. Have an incredible day, and I will talk to you soon.